The relationship between humans and dogs has evolved over thousands of years. These creatures, born from the wild ancestors of wolves, have become more than just companions. They have shaped our world in ways we often take for granted. In ancient times, dogs were our protectors, our workers, our collaborators in the hunt, and later in the fields and farms that we cultivated. But in modern times, this ancient partnership has taken on even more profound roles. Today, dogs are not just working animals, they are emotional saviors, healers, and companions in our most vulnerable. Dogs like Lux demonstrate their invaluable role in keeping our world safe. Lux is no ordinary dog. He is a trained tracker, capable of following the faintest of scents left behind by poachers, a task that humans could never achieve with the same accuracy. His skill is honed through years of practice, making him an expert in his field. This wasn't a job Lux had chosen, but one that he excelled at due to his heightened senses. Over the course of his career, he helped prevent countless poaching attempts, saving not just the wildlife but the entire ecosystem. On a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. The scent trail left by fugitives was like a dotted map that only Lux could read. With each passing day, his loyalty to the mission grew stronger, and his bond with his handler, Diego, deepened. Together with Diego, Lux formed an inseparable duo, a tag team of immense importance. On a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. The scent trail left by fugitives was like a dotted map that only Lux could read. With each passing day, his loyalty to the mission grew stronger, and his bond with his handler, Diego, deepened. Together with Diego, Lux formed an inseparable duo, a tag team of immense importance. On a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. The scent trail left by fugitives was on a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. The scent trail left by fugitives was like a dotted map that only Lux could read. With each passing day, his loyalty to the mission grew stronger, and his bond with his handler, Diego, deepened. Together with Diego, Lux formed an inseparable duo, a tag team of immense importance. On a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. The scent trail left by fugitives was like a dotted map that only Lux could read. With each passing day, his loyalty to the mission grew stronger, and his bond with his handler, Diego, deepened. Together with Diego, Lux formed an inseparable duo, a tag team of immense importance. On a typical day, Lux and his handler would step into the wild, the scent of danger in the air. His ability to track poachers who may have passed through days earlier is unparalleled. But dogs don't just save the lives of wildlife, they save human lives as well, often in quieter, more emotional ways. The story of Jellig, a seasoned Malinois, and her handler Nivi in Cambodia provides a striking example of how dogs contribute to life-saving missions that have little to do with hunting or tracking criminals. Instead, Jellig's work is focused on detecting landmines and unexploded ordnance, a task that requires not only physical endurance but also mental focus. In a country ravaged by decades of war, Cambodia is still riddled with unexploded mines and cluster bombs. Despite efforts to clear the land, millions of mines remain buried, threatening the lives of locals. For many, the ground beneath their feet is not just the path to their homes or fields, but a constant source of danger. The partnership between Jellig and me, forged over years of training and missions, is essential to keeping the country's people safe. Jellig has a special gift. She can detect the faintest scent of metal, even when the mines are buried several meters underground. Every morning, Jellig and Nive set out into the most dangerous areas, sometimes with large crowds of curious onlookers. The importance of securing a safe perimeter for Jellig to work in was paramount. If she detected a mine, her job was to sit still, alerting Neve to the exact location of the danger. It was a quiet but crucial process, one that required immense patience, focus, and trust. But over time, it became clear that Jellig was tired. Her mental and physical exhaustion had begun to show. The work that once came so naturally to her had become a struggle. Neve noticed the signs. Jellig's once enthusiastic searches had slowed, and the bond between them was weakening. There was no time to wait for a dog to recover in such a high stakes environment. If Jelly could no longer perform, she would have to be replaced. It was a harsh reality in this life saving business. The bond between Neve and Jelly had always been deep, based on trust and mutual respect. However, the emotional toll of constant danger had worn Jelly down. To motivate her again, Neve would need to rebuild their bond. Dogs like Jellic need more than just tasks and training. They need care, affection, and the feeling that their work is meaningful. It was only when Neve took the time to reconnect with Jellic, offering play and affection, that the spark returned. Jellic's dedication to the mission was rekindled, but only after Neve showed her that their relationship was more than just work. As much as dogs contribute to physical safety, their role in emotional healing has become even more pronounced in recent years. Dogs like Roo have begun to play an increasingly important role in therapy, helping humans overcome trauma, anxiety, and depression. Roo, a young dog trained to assist people suffering from PTSD, is a shining example of how dogs can heal the human heart. Brittany, a young woman in Canada, had suffered from a traumatic experience in the military, leaving her isolated from the world around her. She had difficulty forming relationships and struggled with constant anxiety and fear. But when she met Rue, things began to change. Rue, a 5 week old puppy at the time, was being trained for a very specific purpose to help individuals like Brittany heal from the invisible scars of trauma. The bond between Rue and Brittany was not formed through words or direct conversation. Instead, it grew through shared moments of quiet understanding and unconditional support. Rue's presence alone brought comfort. But it was more than just being there. Rue understood Brittany's emotions through her body language and facial expressions. Rue was attuned to Brittany's pain and responded with empathy and patience, providing the support Brittany needed to heal. Through various therapeutic exercises, such as learning to walk across a balance beam or navigating obstacles, Rue helped Brittany regain confidence. Each time Brittany faced her fears, Rue was there supporting her and providing a steady, comforting presence. Over time, Rue's influence helped Brittany manage her anxiety and allowed her to reconnect with the world. The science behind this bond is grounded in the release of oxytocin, the love hormone which both humans and dogs produce during moments of affection and mutual connection. This chemical reaction fosters trust and deepens the bond, creating a virtuous cycle of healing. The presence of Rue with her calming effect played a crucial role in helping Brittany navigate her trauma and regain a sense of control over her life. Yet, dogs can also be healing in the most unexpected of ways. The story of Hatchie, a dog that had been abandoned on a railway track and left for dead, serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience of both dogs and the human heart. Hatchie had been through unimaginable trauma, having suffered abuse and neglect, but despite his past, he still had the capacity to love and trust again, a powerful testament to the strength of the dog's spirit. Hatchie's new life began when he was rescued and taken to an animal rehabilitation center. He was named Hatchie, and despite his physical injuries, he was given a second chance. But the real twist came when Hatchie was paired with Owen, a young boy who was struggling with his own challenges. Owen had a rare muscular condition that made him feel isolated and different from his peers. He had become a target for bullying, and his self esteem had plummeted. When Owen's family saw Hatchie's photo, they felt compelled to adopt him. They knew it was a risk. Hatchie had been through so much, and Owen's condition made him vulnerable as well. But from the very first moment they met, it was clear that there was an undeniable bond forming between the two. Hatchie sensed Owen's fragility and adjusted his behavior accordingly. He was gentle with Owen, aware of the boy's needs and limitations. The companionship they shared was transformative. Hatchie, a dog who had once been abandoned and mistreated, now had a purpose again. His affection for Owen helped the boy find joy in his life once more. In return, Owen's care for Hatchie gave the dog a renewed sense of worth. Their bond was more than just companionship, it was a powerful healing force. Hatchie had been given a second chance at life, and in turn, he gave Owen the gift of emotional healing. The love between them was unconditional, and their shared connection was a testament to the remarkable resilience of both dogs and humans. Dogs have been by our side for millennia. Their loyalty, intelligence, and ability to sense our emotions make them irreplaceable companions. They have stood by us through the rise of agriculture, the evolution of cities, and the challenges of modern life. Their strength, stamina, and love have shaped our world in ways we cannot fully understand. Dogs like Lux, Jellig, Roo, and Hatchie remind us of the power of their presence in our lives. They protect, they heal, and they love unconditionally. They are more than just pets, they are partners in our survival, our happiness, and our well being. As we continue to evolve, so too does our relationship with these remarkable animals. Dogs are, without a doubt, man's best friend. Their devotion to us, their unwavering loyalty, and their ability to help us heal make them irreplaceable. And in return, we must remember the bond we share with them, one that goes beyond simple companionship to a deep, enduring partnership built on trust, love, and mutual respect.